Yeah, you already know this is Punk, Drunk, Box, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Bobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Damn it, it's about damn time. Devin the Dream Haney gonna be fighting Jojo Diaz. They agree on the term. December 4th, Las Vegas, MTK, DHP, Matchroom, DAZN, Golden Boy. Let's get this going. Let's get this going for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've been talking about who Devin Haney going to be fighting. There was certain names out there. And Maxie Hugh, who I interviewed, and shout out to Max Hugh and his family, had a newborn. That ain't gonna come through fruition. That didn't come through fruition. They was talking about Lee Selby. I'm like, nah. Come on, where we going with this? Where we going with this? Of course, you already know that Teofimo is gonna be fighting George Cambosa. Ryan Garcia was supposed to be fighting Jojo Diaz, but you already know. As a matter of fact, they wasn't supposed to fighting each other. It was supposed to be Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney. Matter of fact, it wasn't even supposed to be Jojo Diaz. It was supposed to be Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And y'all already know what happened. We spoke enough about this and the WBC mandatories, why it was in order and things of that nature. We don't know. But Mauricio Sudamon has explained several times, you know, his relationship with the Haneys and stuff like that. They let them rock. They let them do whatever they want to do. But since, you know, Jojo Diaz ain't had no opponent, Devin Haney ain't had no opponent, so of course, hey, how about we fight, you know, like if y'all wasn't supposed to fight. But anyway, at least it is a good fight. Jojo Diaz is high ranked in the lightweight division, of course, by beating Javier Fortuna for the interim belt, who was vacated by Ryan Garcia. Hope Ryan Garcia get his act together. You already know Canelo Alvarez was on his case. Constructive criticism. I hope that Ryan Garcia took it well. But now, this fight, Jojo Diaz, Devin Haney, I think is a good fight for both of these guys. Damn, my ear just started ringing. Who the hell's talking about me? Who's talking about me in the YTBC right now? Because my ear ringing like crazy right now. But anyway, this is a good fight. Now, Devin Haney, who has a great jab, know how to control distance, know how to control range, good movement, young, still don't got that pop. But what we saw in his last fight versus Jorge Linares is that we saw that he has built up the strength, has built precision. He could push guys back, right? He could muscle a dude, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I wanted to see from Devin Haney, for real. If there was any type of criticism that I was looking at, because I really don't like critiquing young fighters, because I feel like they still don't got their man strength. It's a lot to learn, you know? But the only thing I really had to say about Devin Haney, because I can't expect him to have power. There's other fighters that have natural power. Those you can't teach natural power. You can't teach what Teofimo Lopez got. You can't teach what Javante Tete got. You can't teach what Boots Ennis got. You cannot teach what Virgil Ortiz got. You can't teach what Brandon Lee got. David Benavidez. But yet, there is certain there's other styles in the boxing. It's like a buffet. They all don't gotta be the same. But Devin Haney is a boxer, not a boxer puncher, but a boxer, a defensive fighter. He wants to be like Floyd Mayweather. You know, I'd rather him be like Devin Haney, because man, if you try to be another great, it just doesn't work. There's only one Mayweather. There's only one Oscar. There's only one Tyson. There's only one Ali. Only one Sugar. Be the best Devin Haney. Jojo Diaz, you be the best Jojo Diaz you can be, and every other fighter, you know, self-explanatory. Now, Jojo Diaz, let's not forget he was an Olympian. Let's not forget that he did a good job versus Gary Russell Jr., especially in the championship rounds. He also did good versus Teofimo, who was a defensive fighter. Y'all already know, man, Philly fighter. And I believe that Jojo Diaz is smart enough and have grit enough and had good footwork to get into the inside of Devin Haney. Now Devin Haney got good footwork to control the range, so it's gonna be a good ultimate chess match on who's gonna neutralize who. And they both Jojo Diaz got better experience versus level of competition. You know, he fought Javier Fortuna, beat Javier Fortuna, you know. And I think that Jojo Diaz is good filled up with the 135, you know what I'm saying? I think he's very comfortable in that weight. Devin Haney, you already know what Mauricio Sudamon said. I think it was the Linares fight or the Gamboa fight, in which he rehydrated 24 pounds. I said, damn, this kid should be going to the 140. But that was Mauricio Sudamon said, and when he told his dad that they was thinking about going to 140. Floyd Mayweather stated, I believe last year, that Devin Haney got one more fight in 135 that he should move to 140. So I think that probably Devin Haney at this stage is overstaying his welcome in 135, just like Teofimo Lopez is outgrowing. And look, that is natural. These guys been in that way for a while, and Devin Haney is 22 years old, so he's gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? He's still not the have grown to the ultimate adult strength. And so I do think the fights that we all want to see, I think it's gonna happen at 140. I think we're gonna see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, and all these guys in 140. Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting Isaac Cruz, which a lot of people were still mad why they did Rolly like that. There's no charges, but that's just another concept. That's another video. But Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney is a good matchup, y'all. It's a good matchup. Both of them got different type of styles, but the type of style that can make a good fight. He's the boxer. He's the boxer, and Jojo Diaz is the boxer puncher that likes to get into the inside, that likes to be rough those fighters, like a defensive fighter like Teofimo. You already know he beat Teofimo. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's a good matchup, and I think it's a better matchup than Jorge Linares and Devin Haney, because I just think it's going to mesh up real good. Devin Haney, I think, is going to work his way to the outside, because if he gets into the inside, if he tries to, because he can't bully Jojo Diaz, but if he tries to stay in the inside, stay in the pocket, he's going to get caught by Jojo Diaz. We already saw he was doing the salsa when Linares caught him, and look, and if Devin Haney could do good and sustain that cut right there, you know what I'm saying, cut him, then it'll be a whole different type of story. But you already know that Jojo Diaz could fight with a cut. He won with the cut, with the ugly cut. Ain't nothing stopping Jojo Diaz. So there's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a good fight, in my opinion. And it could go either way, to be honest. It could go either way, because I still want to see what Devin Haney still got in store. Did Linares taught us anything? It just told me that Devin Haney has gotten stronger. Power? Nah, it's not going to keep Jojo Diaz off him. I just don't think so. But he could control range. And, you know, we could see a Devin Haney outpointing Jojo Diaz. And I could see a Jojo Diaz, you know, hurting Devin Haney like the way that we heard Linares. And maybe he could hurt him early in the round. And then Devin Haney's going to be real in trouble. But Devin Haney, he recovered like a veteran. So y'all already know, man, he's been around the Mr. Miyagi's of the world, great minds in the sport of boxing. Devin Haney is a smart, have high IQ. He's a smart fighter. I don't want him to rely on the Philly shell too much, because I think that's what got him caught, trying to come back to the Philly shell. I think that's what hurt him, in my opinion. So we'll see what's gonna happen this fight. It's a good fight, December 4th. And then the next day we got Gervonta Tank Davis. It's good that these guys is gonna try to outdo each other. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, they're gonna try to outdo each other. And I think that I think that Teofimo Lopez, now maybe Gervonta Tank Davis outdo them, or Teofimo, I don't know. But I don't think there's gonna be any type of knockouts. I don't think there's gonna be a highlight reel for Devin Haney. But he could make a statement if he does stop Jojo Diaz. Let me know what y'all feel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.